Hi guys, Martin Lewis, the money-saving expert, appeared on the Today programme where he explained how the Tory government is planning to throw another 1.7 million people into fuel poverty this year. Now this is due to the difference between the fuel price guarantee and the actual cost of wholesale gas. The government planned for higher prices last year. This means that in April this year, instead of falling, prices for consumers will increase. This rise, it must be remembered, is something that the government is doing. This is unconnected to the wholesale price, which is falling. Martin here pleads with Rishi Sunak to postpone this new increase. Have a listen.
Design. What we need to understand is wholesale prices have come down very substantially. But we are due, because the Chancellor said it would happen last autumn when wholesale prices looked a lot worse, for almost every household in England, Scotland and Wales to receive a letter in April telling them that their prices, their rates are going up and going up by 20%. Now that's damaging to people's pockets. It's also damaging to people's mental health. Yet another major bill going up when the nation is already shivering with the damage of the cost of living crisis. And it just seems to me there is no need to do this. I would ask the Chancellor to postpone this rise. If we postpone this rise, it is likely from July. By that point, wholesale prices will have got into the price cap. And if the energy price cap, which is set by the regulator and is dictated by wholesale prices, is lower than the energy price guarantee, we pay the lower amount. And that is likely to happen from July.
Well, let me explain to you why the Treasury are worried about taking that step, because they're saying, as you know very well, that the energy market is very volatile. He said prices could increase as fast as they fall, and they could end up having to borrow as much as an extra £42 billion.
Well, where we are right now, the Treasury is going to spend tens of billions of pounds less than it was predicted to last November when it announced the energy price guarantee was going to go up, because wholesale rates have come down very significantly. Now, you heard my language. I said postpone the rise, because the likelihood, and nothing is certain, but the likelihood is if we postpone the rise in April, from July onwards, the energy price guarantee won't exist anymore because the price cap will be lower. That's what all the current predictions are. The price cap will undercut the energy price guarantee at its level now, not its level once it's gone up, at its level now from July onwards. So to put this sort of national act of harm of increasing the price guarantee for just 3 months, to throw another 1.7 million people into fuel poverty, taking it to 8.4 million, it seems unnecessary.
It's completely unnecessary. Now, I'm not going to get into the detail because I don't know the detail completely here about, how this works. But the key point he mentioned about halfway through this clip was how the government is going to save tens of billions of pounds here. By not giving people this lifeline, the government are going to save money. The Treasury is going to have some extra cash. Now, why are they not going ahead and supporting people with that? Because they don't want to. This is ideological. Look, when it comes to this support, we saw before, and we've talked about it before, this support was for the energy companies, not so much for consumers. It was to protect the energy companies from collapsing. So the money was given to people to pay bills, not to help them out. That it must be remembered. This is not support for people. This is support for the energy companies. Of course, they couldn't do it directly, give the money to the energy companies, but they give it to the consumers for political reasons. Look, we're helping people out. But that money is given to the energy companies. People are not getting the support they need. They're not getting support to buy food. They're not getting support to pay other bills, to pay rent, stuff like that. This money was given specifically to help the energy companies here. And now that the Treasury has this extra cash, of course it's not going to help out the consumer. That's not the goal. That's not the goal of the Conservative Party. It's about small government. It's about helping companies, not people. And the companies at the moment are doing okay. So there's no point in helping consumers here. This is what people need to understand. It's not about helping ordinary people, especially during this cost of living crisis. It's about helping donors to the party, for example, or it's about helping large corporations to avoid paying tax, or we saw it with the windfall tax, for example. The windfall tax was supposed to impose a tax on companies who are making massive profits at the moment to help fund public services. And what did the Treasury, what did the Chancellor, the head of the Treasury, do last year was to create a loophole. If they invest money in energy production, well, not specifically renewable energy, just any sort of energy production, they wouldn't have to pay the windfall tax. And what happened? They didn't pay the windfall tax, or they paid very little in the windfall tax. It's about protecting companies, not protecting consumers. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.